Well, hello everybody. I want to thank you all for coming here today. I'm Carol Zanon, and I am the immediate past chair of the Okanagan Regional Library. And I'd like to introduce our guests here today. I have Catherine Lord, who is the newly elected chair of the Okanagan Regional Library. Our Mayor of Summerland, Her Worship Janice Perrino, the Chief Executive Officer of the Okanagan Regional Library, Stephanie Hall. Where are you, Stephanie? There she is. The Okanagan Regional Library Summerland representative, Peter Waterman. We're there. The community librarian, Sue Klein. Hey, Sue. And the Friends of the Library, represented by Pat Flett. Where's Pat? Oh, well, are there any other Friends of the Library there? Hey guys, good to see you. Okay, well, after a process of 10 years, the Okanagan Regional Library, in partnership with the District of Summerland, is very pleased to announce the site for the new Summerland branch of the Okanagan Regional Library. The Summerland representative on the Okanagan Regional Library Board is Peter Waterman, and Peter has been a consistent voice for a new branch since at least 2005. So, good job, Pete. Summerland patrons use the library with a passion. Wall-to-wall attendance at programs and over 130,000 items were borrowed in 2013. Extraordinary staff at the branch have had to make library services work in an area that is only half of what it should be, and their work is very, very much appreciated. This site of 23,000 square feet will accommodate an 8,000 square foot facility with surface parking. This location, at the foot of Summerland's Main Street, and just across the street from the high school and recreation center, is ideal for serving this community. The budget for this project is $3.2 million, with the funds coming from the Okanagan Regional Library Building Fund. That's what I have to say, and I'd like to pass it on to our new chair, Catherine Lord from Vernon.
Thank you, Carol. I think Carol has said just about everything to do with the library. I'm very excited to be sort of at the helm now of this project. It has been a long time coming, and I do feel that right now we are really at the threshold of getting ready to start digging, which I think is going to be really good news for all the residents here. We are at the board level. We are setting up a building committee that I'm just in the process now of finalizing. But I think one of the things we really, I think, are looking forward to is a community consultation on this. We're going to get the community involved a little bit, I think, on the site itself and on the building itself as well, just to make sure that everybody knows what's going in here and that they actually like the project and they like the design. And one of the other things I really am looking forward to, I think, is working with the Friends of the Library from Summerland, because they're a very, very strong group. I've heard a lot about you, and I really look forward, I think, to getting you involved with this. We're hoping that by the time this year finishes, we'll have started construction, and I think the plan is to finish it by 2015. So we're really looking forward to that, and I think it's going to be a fantastic project for this community. Thank you.
Well, Carol and Catherine, it's so good to have you here, and all of you who are from the ORL, thank you so much. I went to meet with the board yesterday. Tom Day, our CAO, and I went, and I said to them, you know, when I was first elected back in 1999, one of the very first things I heard was that the library was too small and that we had to build a new library right away. And I thought, well, this is a no-brainer. It won't take 5 minutes to get that job done. So here we are all these years later, and finally it's happening. I want to tell you that from when this project first came up, And the thought of this area, I can't begin to tell you what this will do for our main street and the economic boom that it will bring. The fact that it's right across the street from our high school, that it's at this part of town where all of our shoppers will come down here. And because the library is a destination location, our library people will go and shop further downtown. I just see this as nothing but economic growth, and it just couldn't be better. So we're thrilled. There are a few things that a few people I'd like to thank. First of all, I want to thank our entire council. There are two members that are away today, but Councillor Orv Robson, Councillor Peter Waterman, of course, Councillor Bruce Hulquest, and Councillor Rob Hacking is here. So if you guys just put your hand up, thank you so much. These men have worked for many years to make this project to go and have never lost sight of how important it was. And I know that you thought, were we really trying to make this work? And when the Warden Street project failed, it was so disheartening. And I knew that our council was so devastated, but today's a good day. I want to say thank you to Councillor Waterman. He is our liaison for the school board, for the library board, and he's kept them hyped up when they were feeling down and calm when they were getting excited. So that's very good. Thank you so much. To the Friends of the Library, you never let us forget how important this was, and even just this past month, the Friends of the Library came and said, this is what our library means to us, so please make sure you follow through. I want to thank all of the board members of the ORL. They received us so kindly yesterday and voted in favor of this project. I'm so pleased. I want to say thank you so much to Sue Klein and to the library staff. They've had to work in a facility for many, many years that was half the size of what was needed, and you've kept our public engaged, and I really appreciate that. When you see how many people use the library, how many kids we teach to read, it's because of the work that you do, Sue, and I want you just to say thank you to all of your staff for keeping this alive for so many years. I really mean that. It's just so important, so thank you. And finally, doesn't it just happen that brilliance is just so simple? As we were looking at the Warden Street and we're all feeling very depressed, there was one of our planners by the name of Julie McGuire who said, have you thought about doing this and this and this? And it was one of those, what do they call that, the light bulb moment where we all just went, that's it! And ran around like crazy to make this project work. And so I want to say thank you so much. Ian McIntosh, if you could thank Julie for us and the work that staff did to get this deal ready for today and to get it ready for the library board and their belief that this was going to be happening, and we're so excited. And I only asked the library board one thing. Give us a beautiful building. Give us a building that will make Summerland strong, because you know how long we have buildings in this town. Remember the RCMP? This will be here for probably 75 years, so give us everything that you can. Make it as beautiful as you want it to be, because I know that our community needs it and definitely deserves it, and we'll love it forever. So thank you so much for what you're doing for us, and we'll all be there when the shovel goes in the ground, for sure. Thank you so much.